Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures. Hello and welcome back. So today I'm here to do this week's Roxy challenge, and it's going to be a little bit different again because Rachel used her alcohol markers and things, which I don't have, and I can't draw. I just cannot draw, but I've got, you know, she did do some with a pen, but yeah, I really just don't fancy it, but I like the concept. So I've got two really big book pages. These are from the Woodlands, the, oh my goodness, the Banningfield books, Gordon Banningfield books, and that was the really big ones. So I thought I'll collage one portrait and one landscape. So I'll do the portrait one first. So I've got my glue book and I've got some glue. So we'll start off by getting this covered. I want to, well, let me turn my volume off. I want to try and use some of these smaller pieces up before I break into any of the full ones. So I shall just start off with this one, and I'm not bothering ripping it because it's going to be covered over anyway. So that's that. I can braille it all after, can't I? Not going to think about it too much. It's just getting rid of some of these papers, really. Put that in this corner because again it's got the straight edges. Let's try and, if I don't go over, then it means I might have to trim it, but I can't imagine that I wouldn't go over. I'm going to pop that down. So I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm filming this and it's Tuesday, so you'll see this tomorrow on Wednesday. Hope I've not confused too many of you with my new uploading times. But I feel like that new time that I've put them up, I have got more views, so I do think I'd perhaps, I mean, I've messed about with times and that before. And I think I've gone back to what I originally had it at. I think the time that I'd just had before, I think I'd forgot that I was only experimenting with it. So yeah, we're back to another time. But like I say, I don't feel as if it's made any difference. I don't know if some of you have come on the morning and thought, where is she? But I did say in a couple of videos that it was going to happen, so hopefully I didn't take too many of you by surprise. I'm going to take this side down. Put that all the way down there, or shall I put it all the way? No, I'll do it over there. So I was just filming this week's catch up, and it's funny because I got on my collage bag out, and I was saying that I don't think that the way that I store it is probably the best way. And I was saying that I needed to get all these small bits used up, and here I am getting them used up. And that can go in the bin. Let me get my lovely basket, what Carol sent me, because this is perfect time to be using it, isn't it? Let's just shimmy over a little bit. Let's have this other music down that side. Yeah, these sheets are really big. I was thinking it stopped there, and then I saw that bit and I was like, oh yeah, got that bit too. They can actually go in that other tin that I found. where's this going? There. Yep, that'll do. So I'm going to make mine into tags and journal cards, and I'm hoping that that I think that they'll go with the Tim Holtz things that I've been doing. I think I'll save that for the other one. I'm going to save that for the other one. Let's have a look at this. Have we got a little, put that down there. I am going to rip that because it's going to be one of the ones what's on top. I'm not going to ink all of them. I've got my small inking brush out, so I'm going to go over it when I've finished. Oh, what a shame. Still going to have to put a line of something down there. I'll save that for the other one. Oh, it's got writing on. Let's just make that a little bit thinner just to... Yeah. Just to fill that space. Yeah. So I spent most of yesterday, which was Monday, listing the last autumn things that I've got. I've got one more little notebook to put up, but I still need to sew it. I was supposed to do it today and I don't really know where today's gone. I've done things, but nothing. This is the first time I've crafted, but I've been in here all day, so I don't know what I've been doing. I don't want more music. Sometimes it just goes like that. Yeah, I'm racking my brains now thinking what I have been doing. Oh dear. Oh, I've been doing my finances. So putting it all on a spreadsheet and stuff, you know, from the shops and stuff. So I do that once a week. Then obviously film the vlog. Oh, I filmed a little haul video. What else have I done? I started tidying out, make collage in that from when I did the vlog. So I started messing about with that. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Sometimes you do think like, well, what have I actually been doing? And I was up pretty early, so well, when I was doing the haul, I was saying that I would come back and do, you know, use some of the projects, and I said that there was a project that I thought about the other week that I wanted to do, and I'd totally forgotten what the project was. And it was like, I knew that I knew what it was, but I just couldn't remember what it was, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So I thought, I think it's something that I've seen on Pinterest, and if I see anything on Pinterest, I do save things to my board, but I forget that my board exists. So I sometimes send them to myself on Facebook Messenger. So I ended up going through those messages, and I found, I don't know, about 10 pictures I've sent myself over the past year or whatever. So I've made a folder and put those on the desktop. So yeah, that's about it. How bizarre. I have had a quick tidy around the house. I've had a bath. I've put all my face creams on and my neck cream and my eyebrow gel. Yeah, so I've been doing daft, well, not daft things, but you know, those things that silly little things. But then, you know, like I say, once you are thinking about, oh, what have I actually done, you can't then think what you have done, because they're like those nothingy things that we do. And I normally forget about all those little tasks. And when you think about them, you think, oh, they're too little. They're too, you know, to write it down and have it on a checklist. Because I do, you know, I do checklists and stuff to remind me. But some things you just think, oh, I don't need to write that down. And then before you know it, you've got about 10 different little silly things to do. It's like those phone calls that you need to make to sort blah and blah out and all that kind of stuff. So that's that one. Love it. I'll ink them both at the same time. So I did that one portrait, didn't I? So I'll do this landscape. Let's change. Over there, because I shall save that. Got all my orders out ready to do later because I've got the chiropractor tomorrow at 12:30, and I do my posting on a Wednesday, and the post office is very near, well, 5 minutes from the chiropractor. So I would normally do my orders on a Wednesday morning and perhaps be done for about 2, get dressed and ready and that, and get posted for about 4. So obviously I'm going to have to be a bit quicker tomorrow. So I thought I'd best get them done today. So as soon as I've done this video, I shall get on with those. So I've got them out ready. It's just a case of, you know, wrapping them and putting the addresses on. You have to have this the right way, don't you? Otherwise it doesn't tear properly. I've noticed that. Let's have that a bit closer. Forgot what I was saying. I don't know if I was halfway through saying something or not. Oh yeah. So yeah, get them wrapped and sorted out, and then that's them done. Not having fancy tea or anything. I'm doing some like roasted potatoes with some roasted onions, and then I'm going to put some like tomato puree and stock in them, and put some kale on top of them, and have it with some nice sausages. And I don't peel the potatoes when I do that, so it's not a lot of prep at all. Mind you, we've been having tea later and later this week. I'd got back into a good habit of at least eating, you know, by 6, And then it started creeping back up to 7. Last night it was 8 o'clock. But again, I just don't know where time goes. But it does. But I have been good, and I have managed to do a decent tea. For the, not just this week, you know, for the past week. Because, yeah, I went through the stage of, you know, not particularly wanting to eat. And then you get out the habit of cooking. So, yeah, I've got back into which is good. And work's going okay. Well, fine, actually, not just okay, yeah. It's nice to be back. I think that's probably, well, it has made me tired. It's not made me tired that, you know, I need to have bed rest or anything. But I think I've just been a bit more sluggish, which probably means I'm just not working as fast. But yeah, it's nice to be back. Everyone seems very pleased to see me back, which is nice. A lot of people now where I work, a lot of people who I was, you know, really friends with, they've all moved on and left. And we get a lot of young people from being about 17 and staying all through university and things. So you know, you get to, some of them are there like 3-4 years, and we just seem to have had a big, you know, that a lot of them have now finished and have moved on to, you know, professional jobs. And then we get that new you know, load of youngsters in, so it's getting to know them and stuff. And for me, that's one of the best things about working there, because we do have some really lovely young people. Well, Sadie used to be a youth worker, so I do like being around young people. I'll say they're always very enthusiastic or dramatic, or, you know, they yeah. But yeah, we have some lovely ones. So yeah, lots of my actual friends have left, but there's still some who's, you know, been there for forever. This one was quick. Don't want any more music. Don't want any more of that. I could put some more of this down here. Things are now very sticky, and I've made it too small. Oh my goodness, honestly. Let's have a look at this. Where's that roller? It's here. So that can go there. Still not long enough. Was it this bit? Forget about it, Tania. Just move on, because you'll forget about it in 10 minutes time. It's not worth it. So is it just this piece now? Yeah, put that there. just want something there. Do something a bit more dark. That used quite a bit of those little bits up. Super. Okay, let's get this down. Don't go too thin. Just wipe my hands in a minute. Because it's getting on my nerves. That stuff keeps sticking to me. Right, so that's that. Let's just put that over there. Let's get these clipped up and out of the way. That didn't take long, 20 minutes to do two. But I have used pretty big pieces. I perhaps wouldn't normally do them quite so big, but for this you'll see why that really doesn't matter. Let's I'm gonna have to get all those out one day and do something with them, because I've got a right pile of them now. Get that ripped off. It's starting to stick up. Right. I'm going go over there. Let's wipe my hands. Look at my basket. I'm going to empty it. Right, I'll leave it out there because I might need it again. Get my lid on. So I've got that little brush and I'll use the walnut stain. I've got no kitchen roll up here now. I did have some and then it all disappeared. These are dry ones. Oh, sorry about that sun coming through. I keep moving my blinds, but I keep bringing ornaments back from my mum's, so obviously then they get in the way of the blinds. But yeah, I'm running out of space. I don't actually know if I need to ink, because what I'm then going to do is I'm going to cover them with the vellum. So you can't really tell, can you? So I'm not going to ink. Oh, my goodness, no ink. And say I don't think there's any point. So I'm going to need the big trimmer, the big trimmer out, which I hadn't thought about, which really doesn't fit on my desk. But right, I'm going to pause while I grab it, because where it is and where my camera is, I'm bound to bang into it. So I'll see you in a tick. Okay, I'm just going to see about trimming this down a little bit. Okay, so how big is this? 10. So, oh, how tall is it? It's 11 3/4. So that would be 5. So I'm no good. You know that I'm no good at maths. I'm not going to pretend, because I'm no good. I'm no good at it. Never have been. I don't know if I've told you, but when I was a single parent, I was not 2 oldest children. I went back to college for a while. It's still not half long, and I was doing like a course to get me ready for going to university. And I didn't go to university. I did do part of a degree, and I did it at home. But yeah, anyway, you have to have maths to a certain level. So I was so rubbish at it. Oh, the teacher at the end of the year, he gave me a certificate for "it's doing my head in," because that's all I used to say. "Oh, it's doing me head in, this is, I just don't get it." Lovely man. 369, so about three and a quarter and a smidge. So I'm thinking these can be tags, but then I'm thinking they're not actually as long as I thought they was going to be. So maybe, do I want to make these into journal cards? I thought they'd be taller. You know, because it was a massive piece of paper. Maybe 6. That's maybe maybe it's just me not thinking that they look very big. Okay. Now I'm cutting them off first, because you're thinking, well, you've just got that vellum art. I thought you was putting that on. Because these are on a lot bigger paper, obviously I couldn't just put the vellum over the top because it wouldn't have fitted, unless I did it in a patchwork way, which I didn't think about until I've just said it. But even so, I'm gonna have to stick some of this back down. So let's go 3 1/4 again. I think I've still got that certificate as well, you know. I bet he used to go, I mean, I don't know if he was married, but I bet he used to go home and say, "Oh, that student that I've got, she proper gets on my nerves." She just cannot retain information. Anything, you know, more than 2 numbers and I'm lost. More into chatting. That's why I liked being a youth worker, because I just like talking to people. I can say that's why I used to really like retail. Right, what am I going to cut these into? I think I'm going to do them in half. So what is that? 10. So let's do them at 5. 5. Yep. And then they're funny journal cards, aren't they? I feel like they need to be that way. But I bet you they're about... Yeah. I think I want to do them by 4 and do them on the side. So let's go 4. I'm hoping that I got 3 out of it. 4, yeah. And 4. That one's just a little bit under. So let's go 4. Oh, I'll be glad to sit straight. I'm a bit twisted up how I am. Right, I'm going to pause and put this back away. Okay, so I'm back. Hello. I am going to... Now, I wanted to try doing it with this tape. So I don't know if I would be best to just go... Oh, you know, these get on my nerves. like, you know, when they start going wrong, like, they just go wrong. So anyway, I'm going to stick it all the way around, and I'm going to take into account that I'm going to cut those corners off. So I might go all the way down, like faintly. We'll see what it looks like. I'm gonna have to be careful because that's now sticky. So I might get the book back out and put that down. So let's have a look. Yeah, you can't see the tape on there at all, can you? Oh, fab. So let me get that book back out. Where's the rest of the gem? The ear. They're here. Right. I think I'm going to cut them out as I go, because I think if I do them all in a row, it might be a bit like floppy bendy for me to then cut them out. So I think I'd perhaps be better just doing them one at a time. Now, I'm not sure whose digitals these plain sheets are, because I've just got them stored under text. So I think I had quite a few from oh dear. Oh dear. That kit's just taking that off. Like, it's a good job I'm not bothered. Good job I don't care. Otherwise, I'd be really upset. Right, I'm going to do it this way. I think that's the best way. Digital Curo. Yeah, I think a lot are from there. I know when I first started, I did buy quite a few of their packs of like newspaper and grungy backgrounds and text backgrounds. Because yeah, I'd bought a few kits and then realised that you actually, you know, you need more backing papers. So I think that was like one of the first shops that I stumbled across for backgrounds. And I think they normally have a sale on them, and they do big bundles. Oops, stop pan. So I've got it all the way around. Okay. And I'm obviously going to have to back all these as well. Yeah, just missed that. I'll trim that top bit off. Let's just trim this off. Yeah, I like these. Very nice. Okay, so that's that bit used up. That can go in scraps. Right, let's do the next one. Just checking how sticky it was. Oh, this is what rips, isn't it, that paper? Have I got two here? Oh dear me, honestly. I do feel a bit ditzy-headed today. That's probably as well because I've done lots of little things. Yeah, makes me a little bit confused. I've been sleeping very well either the last two nights. Been like awake till really late and then not really falling to sleep properly until a couple of hours before you really should be getting up. So yesterday I did go back to sleep, and I don't think I woke up again then. I think it's about 11 o'clock, which then, you know, the day's gone, and that's why I was late doing tea last night. So today I woke up at 8 and I made myself stay up. I think these are all going to want trimming down. They don't look awful straight to me. So yeah, that's probably it as well. But I thought otherwise, if I don't make myself get up at some point, it's just gonna continue. And every night I'm not gonna be able to get to sleep, because you're not tired, are you, if you're not getting up till 11 o'clock? And I hate doing that, because I don't then get to say like bye to Eleanor or Ryan, and then before you know it, you know, you're waking up. It takes me about an hour to be human, and then, you know, Tanya have a quick tidy around the house, empty bins, pots, washing machine type thing. It's not that far off then. Eleanor coming home from school and you're like, oh my goodness. And then people are wanting to talk about what are we having for tea. And you're like, oof, I haven't even done any work. Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get to sleep at normal time tonight. I mean, my normal time for like going to sleep used to be 10 o'clock. And now it's like, well, it was like 12 o'clock, and at the moment it's like 2 o'clock at night. I don't want to be sitting up till 2 o'clock at night, because it's not a productive time. It's like I'm not in here crafting. I'm in my bedroom, like sitting watching something or just trying to get to sleep. So yeah, I just feel like it's a waste of time. And I don't know what I was looking at last night. I don't know if somebody had left a link in the video for something, or it was something like that. And you know, I pressed it, went to have a look. I really can't remember what it was. But then, like, an hour and a half later, I was still looking at the same thing, and it was just like, it's because you are really tired, but you're not like sleepy tired, and it's just like, oh, I haven't even enjoyed this time of staying up. I've not like properly watched anything, or, you know, I've just wasted my time just staring at something. Gone for the life thinking what it was. The same as if you get caught up in those like shorts, those mini videos on, well, they're on everywhere, aren't they now? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. It's like AliExpress land. You just get absolutely lost, and it's just, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying none of it's funny or but yeah, really, it's just a waste of your time. Oh goodness. But it's like, I've got a few series that I'm watching. I'm really into that This Is Us at the moment. I've been watching Walking Dead, and obviously I've got YouTube videos to watch. So really it's just a waste. And I don't feel like you get that much, you know, from it. And it's like, I mean, I love dancing, and I've always liked watching people dancing and that. So, you know, some occasions I have like a dancing thing's caught my eye on Instagram shorts or whatever, and then 2 hours later I'm watching, I don't know, ducks fall off ladders, or, you know, just absolutely ridiculous stuff. And again, yes, it is funny, but I don't think sometimes we realise what a sap of time it is. It's the same as the AliExpress. It's like, yes, they're very cheap. I mean, not so much now with the taxes and the postage. They're not as cheap as what they was. And you get lost in there for about 3 hours. And a lot of the times I get that lost. I don't even know who I am, what I'm doing on there. And I end up not even buying anything. So it's like, well, what was the point in that? Because it's got on my nerves that much that, yeah, I've just come out of it. So sometimes I think, you know, sometimes you'll see that somebody's bought, I don't know, some stickers off Amazon and they're a couple of pound more than they would be on AliExpress. And it's like, well, they got them the day after. It probably took them 10 minutes to look for it. And that was it. And I think sometimes you have to balance out that money versus time. And it's like sometimes what's more important. Oh, that was sorry. Like, I've really just rambled there, haven't I? Oh, gosh, I'm exhausted. I've just exhausted myself. But, yeah, I hope you know where I'm coming from. But, yeah, that's obviously the mood that I'm in. I didn't even realise I was in that mood, but I obviously am. Oh, dear, this is... Oh, hold on. Yeah, I should just be able to get those on. I feel like this has took forever. This part of it. This tape stuff I think is really good for this kind of stuff. But you use a lot more than you think. And it's not the cheapest of stuff. I mean, it's not expensive by any means, but how quick you go through it. I mean, I don't use it very often, but when I do, you know, I can get through 2 rolls of it, no problem. I've got something else to do to these, yeah. I'll say I was thinking, oh, it took me 20 minutes to look at my book. Now I've took that to pieces. Let's get, well, you know what, I'd be better gluing on this one. Because I'm not keeping that because it's obviously got stuff stuck to it. But yeah, I might as well glue on this one because there's not as much on this one. Oh, I hate that paper. I hope I have put enough on these that it's going to stay. Okay, oh, come on. What I'm going to do is I'll have to overlap it over and then just cut it a little bit shorter. Excuse me. That's all that waffling it while moaning that I've just done. Oh. But yeah, I'm sure we all do it. I mean, sometimes I'll do it, waste time on daft things, and I think, oh well, I perhaps just needed the rest. And it's good, like, if you've literally not got anything to do, or if you've been stuck in bed, or, you know, not well and stuff, then sometimes having these things what do sap your time up is a good thing. It's like if I have a really bad night and I can't sleep and I'm up till, well, I mean, I can be up till 6 o'clock in the morning really, but I'll play is it Mahjong with the cards, but that's the only time that I would play it, and it is just so I can focus on that instead of I need to get to sleep, because if I force myself to go to sleep I get really bad anxiety. I think it's part of my condition, but so yeah, it is good to have things that you do use as a distraction. But yeah, I do try and avoid those kinds of things. Same as like when you look on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and you know, you think, oh, I'll just have half an hour scrolling down, you know, liking and commenting on a few people's posts, and then I just end up scrolling, and I'm not even really seeing what I'm scrolling. I'm just scrolling. But I wonder if it is just a relaxation thing, you know. I don't know. Right, let's have a look at these. I think I'm going to have to straighten them all up. So, might do this off camera. It's a little bit boring, isn't it? Now, the idea was I was going to stamp over the top of them. I could still do that, couldn't I? But like these ones, I don't even think you need it. And you're probably thinking, what did you bother collaging for with this one? But you can see that there is stuff behind it. And it looks really interesting. I don't know why I can't get this straight. It's probably sticking on the glue. In fact, I would be best cutting them that side, wouldn't I? Really? I don't know how these have ended up so okay. Oh, probably because I've cut them out by hand. Yeah, that will explain it. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and get this done, and then I will see you back in a tick. Okay, I've, what have I done? Oh, I've rounded the corners and straightened them all up, and I've put the top bit on. So I'm going to go round each of them and ink them, and when I've finished these off camera, I'm going to back them, and then I'm going to sew around them in black stitches. And I think I'm going to do some messy, well, I'm going to try and do messy stitching. Messy stitching is really hard to do. And I don't mean like, obviously, I'm not the greatest sewer. And my sewing's nothing like perfect. But when I try to actually do messy stitching, it's really quite difficult. So I might go like round it, and then in places go round it again, and then add a little bit of zigzag stitching round it too. And you can see where it's not joined properly, which is fine because I was always sewing them anyway. So really, I didn't have to put as much glue on, but tape on. So I'm going to do all these, and shall I pause or shall I carry on? I don't know. I just don't know, because I don't want to lift my arm up now and press the button, because I'm going to have to put this dobber down, and I just feel like I'm in the moment. So I'm going to stamp over the top with shall I do it with a Stays On brown, or shall I just go for the black? I'm feeling going in with the black. So I'm going to get the archival out, and I'm going to get some stamps out, and I don't know if to do them in the field note stamps like I did those washi strips last week, or if to do it in like the damask kind of thing. I don't know. And then I think when they're dry and I've cut sewed around them, I'm gonna then put like a label or some numbers on. Colin's barking because it's now like 3:30, and children and parents are going past the house, and he obviously wants them to know all about it. He's filling them in on his day which has consisted with lots of sleeping and barking in between. So I'm going to get my stamps out and my ink out and ask Colin to be quiet and stop being so rude while I'm filming, and then I'll be back. See you in a tick. Okay, so these newspaper ones, I think I'm going to do them with the damask ones. So these are the distressed damask, and the lovely Carol sent me these. So I think I'll do the big one. Let's have a look how it looks. Now, I did tell myself, because I have cleaned all my mats and that, obviously they haven't come up whippy doodle, but I did say to myself, when I'm stamping, I'm going to do it on this dark grey and use the other side for like sticking, just so it doesn't show up so much. I'm really not bothered about getting ink and stuff on things, because, well, you use them, like, you know, obviously things, but I don't think it looks that attractive on camera. So I think, yeah, I like that. If I stamp on this grey side, it does hide it a little bit. Oh yeah, I really like that. So this is nothing like what Rachel has done this week. So if some of you are watching this thinking, is she doing the wrong week? No, I'm not. Rachel did start off and she did collage some book pages, and then she cut them down, and she did drawings on them. So yeah, it was exactly the same until the vellum part. But I thought, oh, I enjoyed doing the vellum part, and I did something else very similar in the Roxy challenge. And then I thought, oh, I might combine the two. So this is kind of like combining, oh, that's no good, is that? Two of her other challenges. And I thought they'd just fit in nice with the Tim Holtz. And I've been filming Tim Holtz things for the last few days, so I'm quite into it. Oh yeah, I like that. So I'll do 4 like this, I think. Loving circles at the minute. So that's those. What else can I put on them? Should I put a number? Yeah, I like that. So that's that. That's that one. Oh, that's nice. I think this needs something. Yeah. So yeah, look, you can see it all underneath. I really like it. I love it. Right, what else am I going to do? Let's I think on this one I'm going to put some extra script on it. That one's okay. I think I'll put a little bit of just, they look very mixed media-ish, don't they? And, you know, really simple kind of way, without having to have lots of different products and things. I think that's what puts me off really trying out mixed media. Just seems to be that you need loads of stuff, and I don't know what you need and what you really don't need. But I don't want to have loads of stuff because I don't have room for loads of stuff. and I don't create well if I'm bogged down with loads of stuff. So yeah, it's the lovely Mandy from our group has been showing me some mixed media and like breaking it down for me, so I'm starting to get a bit more of a feel for it. So I might come back and show you what I've learned. Well, I'll put it into practice. So I'm going to leave it at that, because all I'm going to do, I'm just going to sit here while this is uploading. I'm going to back them all. In fact, I've not got my scrap card out for ages. I obviously haven't been really making anything. I suppose I've been busy using things up, haven't I, what I've already made. So I've got loads of these files, which was cheaper for me to buy these than it was card, which is crazy. Oh, sorry, that's that sticky. I want something a bit thicker. That's like that board stuff. That might be right size. Yeah, there's not really a lot in here. So it looks like I'm going to be taking some of the folders apart to stick them down. Oh, what's that? That might do one. That might. So I shall. Oh, there's all this paper here. I'm not going to do them with those because these are just printed on normal copier paper, and I don't feel like they're thick enough. Or are they? Oh, I think they might, you know. Yeah, I'm going to use these up because I've had them printed out for months. If you've not heard the story, I thought I'd printed out like one of 10 different backgrounds, because I thought I want some plain backgrounds for when I'm backing. And yeah, I'd pressed 10 of each. So I came back upstairs and I'd got 100 plain backgrounds. But this is all I've got left. I mean, it was a long time ago now, but yeah. So right, I'm going. I hope you're having enjoyed that, and I shall see you. Oh, I'll be back tonight with this week's waffle. Have I got anything else to tell you? I don't think so. If you've not seen, we've started the new challenge on the Facebook group, which is using up your scraps, and I've been using up my Tim Holtz scraps, so you've probably seen or are going to see lots of Tim Holtz videos from me this month. And the prize for that is one of those deco tips, the fine tips, what you get for the art glitter, which the lovely Rita Jensen kindly donated. And then there's an inspiration pack from myself, and there's a pack from Denise, who is Junk Journals UK. That will be drawn at the beginning of next month. And the Patreon gift for this month is a triple CD-ROM from Joanna Sheen, and it's called Enchanted Christmas. And all you need to do to be in that is just be a Patreon for the month of October. So I think that's all what's going off. I have uploaded some more things on the Buy Me a Coffee site. I've put quite a few free things up there, and I've put a few things up there with just a minimum, the smallest payment that they'll allow you to put in. So you'll find all my links at the bottom of the description, and I think that's it. So I'm just going to cut these out because I'm thinking I can just then lay them down, and I don't have to think, oh, I've got a white edge or whatever. I've probably got enough now. So I'm going. Thanks for joining me. I love these. Expect to see them pop up again, and I shall see you later. They look really nice with the Tim Holtz paper dolls on them, which I don't have any. I went off photos of people for a while. I'm not so horrified by them. I don't know, they do a little bit creep me out. So yeah, I'm a bit but yeah, when I look at other people's, I love them. So yeah, I don't know. Right, I'm going. Goodbye. See you soon. Bye.